intros.
Okay. Yep. You're right.
So we got the Rockers,
Mm-hmm.
Maria, and the Barbarian Haku. I know you're a fan of Haku.
I am a fan of Haku.
Who are you rooting for?
Well, I'm rooting for the Rockers in this match.
Okay, is it because Sean is getting bigger?
I really enjoy watching. I really enjoy watching the Barbarian and Haku work.
Right.
But the Rockers with their neon green tassels, their
Mm-hmm.
coordinated outfits,
Mm-hmm.
and synchronized moves is pretty cool. So they got me
They have
hooked for this
synchronized
match.
hair too, man.
Yeah.
One's blonde and one's brunette, but they have the exact same haircut.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sadly, the last time we're going to see the Rockers at WrestleMania.
Yes, it is.
Are you serious?
Well, yeah. Spoiler alert, and we'll probably have to revisit. Well, I mean, we will revisit that one, but they don't have a WrestleMania match. But we can, if you want to, we can watch that whole feud and how it turns out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah, Marty was good. Watching this back, what a shame. He really fucked himself over. He's got his own Dark Side of the Ring episode.
Wow.
One of many subjects of Dark Side of the Rings episodes on this WrestleMania.
I'm super shocked because I thought they were pretty impressive and I thought they did a great job.
Yeah, and that's the thing with tag teams. Eventually, one gets more popular than the other.
Right.
Either because they got more charisma,
Okay.
or the character works a little bit more. But sometimes backstage things also help influence one more than the other. So
they're over as fuck here.
Yeah,
both over. And most of Marty's undoing is his own fault. It's not really that he was so much less talented than Shawn Michaels, although you can say that 99% of other wrestlers.
Yeah, he'll get in his own head and start
get himself rested and wake up, get drunk and wake up 6 states away. And he's one of those. He couldn't get out of his own way.
Oh wow!
Michael's hot tag is illegal, though.
Yeah,
because he's not holding the tag ropes and both his feet aren't on the mat.
Yeah, there's a lot of ref issues.
Yes,
in especially in the main event.
Okay.
That I have questions about, but yeah, this is one of them. And
then when the Rockers win, Michaels immediately goes and high fives Vlad, the super fan. Did you notice that? He's the guy you see. He's the guy with the glasses.
Okay.
You see in the front row of every show of this era.
Wow, I think we heard about him during the last episode, right?
He was supposed to have a documentary about him, which they I believe has been produced, and then
they can't find a distributor.
Never done anything with it. Wow. No, it's going to be on Peacock. They even advertised it on Peacock, and then
maybe
Vince
wants more money for that.
Maybe
he still has some things he's got to pay for.
I thought that double headbutt by Haku and the Barbarian was pretty awesome. I know I keep on saying haiku. I can't.
It's tough because it's like you're used to just saying haiku, and you've only been saying Haku or been trying to get used to the since WrestleMania 4.
But also, weird fun thing is that because I googled it to see, do we have a wrestling haiku, and there are actually wrestling haikus out there. So hey, maybe next time around I might say one to you.
Nice.
Haku generally regarded as one of the toughest people of all time.
Yes.
In real life.
Yeah, Meng has a very storied
history.
Story is a very
story.
A very historical story.
He has a very good. He has a very He has a very strong reputation in locker rooms. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Keyword strong.
Tell me more. I'm so curious. What was happening in that locker room?
Oh, there's just all kinds of fights of Haku, all kinds of stories of Haku getting in bar fights and taking on 8 Marines at the same time.
Oh wow. Legend.
Remember back in those days too, people if these guys went into a local bar, they were getting fucked with by they're like, oh, you're a fake wrestler, you're not so tough. And kayfabe was still sort of a thing. Right. So they needed to prove that they actually these guys were getting in fights all the time. The Rockers famously got in a really bad fight at some point, or it might have been in post Rock. It might have just been Shawn post Rockers. I can't really remember.
That reminds me of the story from the Gladiators too. They had the same situation.
The American Gladiators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where people are trying to get rowdy with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the Rockers win, but I wasn't happy with it. Were you happy with it?
Why weren't you happy?
I just wasn't happy with the way that Haku went out.
Oh, so you were just sad that Haku had to take the loss, is what you're saying.
I mean, that's it.
He gets the loss technically, and I mean, as far as everything is concerned, though, like Doyle has pointed out, the Rockers are hot when it comes to having a hot team.
Mm-hmm.
People who are selling kind of merch. I don't remember seeing like Rockers shirts, but they probably were selling like the tassels or whatever they were running down with. Knowing Vince,
love them tassels.
So they were making him money. So Vince is, I guess, starting to see that maybe he should be pushing these guys, and he puts them over some guys who have had the tag belts in the past.
Okay.
And some guys who have a history of, being tough guys like Haku and the Barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
So this should be a win that kind of elevates this tag team. Especially if you're pinning Haku. Because eventually, if Haku doesn't get you in the ring, he'll get you somewhere else.
Wow.
Yeah, but we didn't know any of that then. We didn't know this guy was really
No, we didn't, because there weren't like accessible ways of getting rumors or what we call it, dirt sheets on them.
Chismecitas, little gossip.
Yeah, little gossip from the road.
Wow.